Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Excuse me. Tonight we're starting something new for this stream. I actually meant to start last weekend, but that didn't work out because I wasn't feeling too well. But this week, what we're starting is every Saturday I'm going to be playing any game demos that I might have saved on my downloaded on my console, and on the occasions that I do not have any demos to play, I will be playing Kingdoms of Amalur instead. But for tonight, we are starting with the demo for Voice of Cards, the Isle Dragon Roars. And this is not a game that really interested me when I first saw the trailer revealing it. But when I saw that there was a demo released of it, I thought, why not? Let's give it a try. Anyway, so let's see. Thank you for downloading the Voice of Cards demo. Please note some characters and items will differ in the retail version. Okay, that's interesting. Voice of Cards, the Isle Dragon Roars demo. New game options. Let's see, game settings. Text. Emphasis. Important text. Emphasize importance. Text in red or underline it. Nah, I think I'd rather have it in red. And shadows. Turning some shadows off can help improve performance. I don't know. I guess display all. Language, text language. English. No. And voice language, English and Japanese. Let's keep them in English. BGM, sound effects, voices. I'll worry about that later. Other. Subtitles. Yeah, let's leave them on. License. And reset data. Okay, no. Alright, we're done with that. So, let's begin a new game.
Good afternoon, or should I say evening, morning. Morning? At any rate, I am the Game Master. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Before we begin, there is something I must tell you. You see, my job is to draw you into this world with my voice and cards, which is why I believe it best for you to play with the sound on. In fact, I insist on it. However, as you can see, my voice is subtitled, so you can always read along as well. Now then, are you ready? Let's begin.
I wonder if that would have been different if I turned off the subtitles.
Welcome to Voice of Cards. You are about to take the first steps of your adventure. Through a realm of sword and sorcery you will travel, battling bloodthirsty monsters as you strive to realize your ambitions. I have every faith you will accomplish great things here.
And you are?
I am merely a witness to your exploits. Now then, your departure draws nigh. May your journey be a safe one. This is Castle Advent. Queen Nilla reigns over the kingdom from within its walls. 3 white-clad adventurers have gathered here at the Queen's summons. Present yourselves, O faithful of the Ivory Order.
Your piece is in the middle of the screen. Use the left stick to move in the direction you want. Move to the Queen. As you continue on your journey, your objective will change. Press the triangle button whenever you need a reminder of what to do next. You will see cards glowing with edges on your adventure. Step onto one to trigger an event that will move the story along.
From upon her throne, the Queen regards the adventurers. So you are disciples of the Order. The youngest of the 3 steps forward. She holds herself with well-born grace. I am Winifred of the Ivory Order, Your Majesty, she says. I lead this fellowship. She bows, glancing to her 2 companions. In response, the stern-looking one inclines his head and brusquely names himself Berwin.
Wait a minute. Sorry, wiping my glasses at the moment. Oh, and I'm going to only be streaming until 9 tonight, because since we didn't stream last night, Rio and I will be doing a stream tonight. So yeah, we'll only be going to 9 tonight. Now, I pushed the X button. What happened? Oh, there we go.
The older man is the picture of courtesy, as he genuflects and introduces himself as Hedwyn.
Maybe I accidentally pushed circle at one point.
It is these 3 our story follows today. In other words, your party.
Thanks.
The Queen acknowledges the fellowship with a nod. In a soft voice, she explains her errand. Someone has stolen the royal treasure. I bid you reclaim it. Under normal circumstances, I would entrust this to my soldiers, but I do not wish to spread thin my forces with the recent monster troubles. It seems the troubled Queen is judged she can entrust this matter to none but the Ivory Order, beloved of the people and unmatchable in battle. It is our honor to serve you, Your Majesty, and thus the quest falls to the Fellowship. Short of any clues that could lead them to the culprit, however, they press the Queen for further information.
What will you ask the Queen? And I play the summon skull in attack mode. Welcome to Stream Soup. How you doing tonight? Let's see. Did you see the thief, Your Majesty?
The Fellowship asks the Queen if she knows anything about the thief. The Queen says witnesses might be found at Nexton.
What is the royal treasure?
The Fellowship asks the Queen what the royal treasure is.
Busy at work as usual. How are you? I'm good, thanks. And this stream will be in at 9 again tonight because we're going to be doing a late night stream tonight since Rio was on late last night. We weren't able to stream last night. So yeah, hopefully it'll work out better tonight, and because of that, I'll be ended at 9 again tonight.
The Queen describes a bottle containing a certain liquid.
Okay. Queen describes.
Without it, she trails off, but the desperation in her voice suggests its loss could spell disaster for the kingdom.
Well, okay, I guess I do have to ask all 3 questions. Shall there be a reward?
Usually, one would expect recompense for this sort of undertaking. As demanding a reward would go against the tenets of the Ivory Order, you hold your tongue. The Queen, however, has already said she will reward the Fellowship with whatever they desire. It seems the royal treasure is just that important. Pray tarry no longer here. I await news of your success. The Fellowship bows and takes their leave.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I think of this yet, but I just started, so we'll see how it goes. Head south to Nexton. Just kind of think the way of telling the story is maybe a little boring, but we'll see what happens in later. I don't even know if I'll get any more story in this demo, but you know what I mean. Press, and that's if I even get the full game. Press the options button to open the menu. There you can perform various actions such as saving and changing skills or equipment. The cards you encounter on your journey will be added to your collection, which can also be found from the menu screen. Please give it a look from time to time. Okay, let's see. Owned cards. Items. Solve. Restore 10 HP to target. Inspire Elixir. Revive target. Equipment. You don't have any cards. Key items. None. Collection. Items. Okay. Equipment, key items, skills. Magic Strike, deal damage. White Heal, restore 15 HP to target. Downward Strike, deal damage. Lightning Strike, add value of roll to attack and deal bolt damage. Contemplation, generate 1 gem. Flame, deal 3 attack plus 3 to fire damage. Light Proof, decrease light damage by 5. Invincible, gain immunity to attack and defense down. And Double Proof, decrease wind and bolt damage by 5. Okay. Characters and monsters, which we haven't fought any monsters yet. Can I save in the... Yeah, okay, I can. Isle of Bliss, huh? Okay, let's see. head south.
We can waste no time finding the treasure. Winifred strides toward town. Wait, cries Berwin, blocking Winifred's path. A monster. You dare stand in our way? Hedwyn scowls at the foul creature. It lunges at the Fellowship.
Alright, first fight. So now we can see how the combat works. Which will probably be what determines what I think in this game. Let's see. The fight is on. Take down all the enemies and victory shall be yours. The number in red indicates HP. When a card's HP drops to 0, it becomes incapacitated. A card's attack is indicated in its lower left, and defense in its lower right. Give careful consideration to your and your opponent's values before acting. Okay. Let's see. Attack plus 3 fire damage. Does that mean it's the character's attack plus 3 points, or is it just 3 points? I guess there's only one way to find out. Yeah, okay. That does it for battle basics. The rest is up to you. Play your hand wisely. Really enjoyed the combat. Welcome to the stream, Reen. How you doing tonight? Wow. Did a one hit. A good warrior wastes no time. Experience and gold up. Okay.
Winifred heaves a disgruntled sigh as she smooths her rumpled garb. Showing no signs of weariness from battle, Berwin silently wipes the monster's ichor from his weapon. Hedwyn inspects the remains of their foe. The Queen spoke true, he mutters, his face masked in contemplation. Winifred gives a grim nod at his words. Mayhap the treasure's theft and the monster's behavior are connected somehow. First things first, the Fellowship needs to gather more information. To Nixton they set their sights.
Enter Nexton? Sure. But yeah, so far the way this tells the story isn't too interesting, so what I think of the combat at the end is probably what'll sell me on this game. Lucky for you, there are all sorts of establishments in town to support you on your adventure. Would you care to have them explained? Yes. This is the end. Rest here to recover your party's HP. This is the apothecary. Here you can purchase items to restore your party's HP, cure their status ailments, and more. This is the armorer. They sell weapons and armor to give your party an edge in battle. This is the item shop. They stock handy items to use on your journey. This is the game parlor. Come here to play some card games when you need a break from your travels. Okay. That about sums it up. These establishments are here to help you, so don't be a stranger. Speak to the inhabitants of Nexton to gather information on the thief who stole the royal treasure. Let's see. 542G, okay. That's what I was seeing to have if I had any money yet. Although I've got items right now, so I probably don't need that. Let's see. Let's check the armor.
How may I help you? The proprietor inquires.
Let's see. Iron sword. Okay. Mercenary. Sword. Sacred staff. Simple breastplate. Steel breastplate. Yeah, I was thinking of the armor first. Adventurer's attire. Ring of protection. I think I'll buy one of these for... I think I'll just buy one of these for her for now.
Will that be all? The proprietor asks.
Don't know if I have anything to sell. Probably not. Yeah, that's what I figured. Weapon, armor, and accessory cards are only effective once you've equipped them to your characters. Open the menu and select equipment to make sure your party is ready for battle. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Blacksmith's character story. Okay.
I'm too scared to leave town with all those monsters out there. The woman sighs.
That wasn't what I meant to do. I should have walked around that.
Welcome to Nexton, hails a man.
Anything you want to ask him? Tell us of this place.
The man doesn't respond to any question except to parrot back his original greeting.
Oh. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Mature Man's character story. Okay, let's try that again. Have you heard there was a theft?
The Fellowship asks if he's heard anything about the theft of the royal treasure. The man's eyes widen. He leans close to Winifred and whispers something in her ear. Welcome to Nexton.
Okay. That's starting to get a little better. Let's see.
The man helpfully advises you take the opportunity to purchase equipment and curatives while you are in town.
Thanks. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Average Man's character story. Okay.
A woman sits hunched over by the side of the road. Upon catching sight of the Fellowship, she calls out for their aid. She's sprained her ankle and needs you to take her to the nearby apothecary. Winifred rushes to her and helps her up. Berwin lifts the woman onto his back, and the Fellowship sets out in search of an apothecary.
Transport the hobbled woman to the apothecary. Okay. You can jump over to upward-facing terrain cards. Use the right stick to choose the direction you want to jump, then press the X button. Try jumping to the apothecary. Oh, okay.
You arrive at the apothecary. After taking a curative, the woman begins hopping up and down. Nothing holds a candle to Ivory Order medicine, she beams. She turns to the Fellowship, her eyes widening in surprise. You three. It seems she's only now realized the Fellowship are disciples of the Ivory Order. The woman takes each of their hands in turn, thanking them for their service. The Ivory Order is famous for providing medical supplies throughout the realm, and indeed the wider world. Every smile the Order brings to someone's face makes Winifred proud to be a disciple.
You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Mature Woman's Flipside story. You can read special stories about the characters and enemies among your collected cards. Progress through the adventure and defeat the myriad enemies in your path to collect every special story. View your collection? Oh, okay, yeah. Sure. Mature man. He made a promise to the love of his life when they were married. I shall love you till death do us part. 1/2 century later, he has proven to be a man of his word. You can look forward to the backs of these cards and the whole story in the retail version of the game. Okay. Average man. Not a day passed that he didn't wear his hair or arrange his clothes just the way he liked. Just the way she liked. Wait. Hold up. Not a day passed that he didn't wear his hair or arrange his clothes just the way she liked. She was the prettiest girl in the village, and one day he was sure she'd notice him. Everyone wears a mask and cloak, white as the driven snow. This suits her just fine. More than fine. One might say she joined the Ivory Order just to wear it. One wouldn't be wrong. Winifred was born into the Ivory Order and carries herself with a grace expected of all ladies therein. Her fellow Order members find her mage training a boon on their travels. The Ivory Order values warriors as level-headed and trustworthy as Berwin. Warriors who approach wood chopping and bodyguard detail with equal amounts of intensity and fortitude. The entire Ivory Order reveres Hedwyn for his wisdom. When a young woman was placed in his care, his obsessive focus on etiquette revealed another side, exacting disciplinarian. Queen Nella. No ruler is safe from fear and worry, but Queen Nella harbors a knot in her gut unrelated to, and more personal than, the recent rise in monster activity. He was taciturn, kept his head down and did his duty. Not one of his comrades could ever recall hearing his voice. Every morning she wakes up early to get breakfast ready. And every morning she has to take her husband's abuse. There's only so much a woman can stomach. Okay. Hello there, striking out on your own, are you? Oh, I've been at this so long enough to size up people at a glance. Don't worry, I'll make you exactly what you need. Okay. Just a minute. Well, this is kinda interesting. I'm still gonna hold off until I play more of the game, but... or play more of the demo, but... let's see. Speak to the inhabitants of Nexton to gather information on the thief who stole the royal treasure.
Nothing holds a candle to ivory order medicine, proclaims the woman, swigging this curative and that.
Okay. Let's see what's in here.
How may I help you? The proprietress inquires.
Bombs and Sue stones. Definitely can't afford that right now. And I'm not gonna worry about that right now.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Item Shop Girl's character story.
The man claims he saw a suspicious someone leaving the castle grounds carrying what looked to be a medicine bottle. He didn't get a good look at their face, but says they were nothing but skin and bone. The Fellowship thanks the man for the useful information. The woman begs the Fellowship for their autographs. She seems to greatly admire the Order. I know there's nothing to worry about with disciples of the Order here, she says, relief flooding her features. Upon asking, the woman says she was attacked by a monster outside of town. A strange creature, she says, nothing but bones, and it clutched a bottle of medicine as if its life depended on it.
With a little more information, the thief is as good as caught. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked woman's character story.
Apparently, there's a monster lurking around the outskirts of town stealing medicine, and only medicine. Rumors claim the monster fled to the west. Thanks to the information gleaned from the townsfolk, the Fellowship is all but certain of who has stolen the royal treasure. The first clue was the Queen's description of the treasure, a small bottle containing a certain liquid. Then there's the bony figure seen fleeing town, the skeletal monster clutching the bottle of medicine, and the monster that fled west. From all that information, the Fellowship distills the thief's true identity.
Who done it?
Realization strikes Winifred. I know who our thief is. The monster made of bones, Hedwyn interjects. The one that fled west. Berwin nods in agreement, as if to say, another sage pronouncement from the great and wise Hedwyn. Winifred clears her throat, proclaims that the Fellowship shall head west, out of town, and walks off.
Travel west of Nexton and in pursuit of the monster. You have fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked a man's character story.
An innocent-looking young boy accosts the Fellowship. Want to play a game with me? He asks expectantly. In this parlor, you can play cards. The child rambles on, wheedling you. I'll give you this if you play with me.
Very well, you can learn the basics rules over a game. Are you ready? The goal is to use your cards to get more points than other players. You get points by arranging your cards into sets of matching cards or consecutive straights. Try making a set. When the game starts, each player is dealt their hand one card at a time. Winifred's turn. Then everyone takes their actions in turn order. You're up first. Draw 2 cards from the deck. Now you have 3 cards in your hand. Select 2 that have the same number. The set is worth 4 points. Make a set with selected cards. When you make a set, you earn points equal to the sum of the numbers on the cards. With any cards left, from any cards left over, you can choose 1 to remain in your hand. This is the end of your turn. Next, I'll act for the other player. I don't have any cards that can make a set. When that happens, you have to discard all but 1 card from your hand. Discard until you have 1 card in your hand. Discard cards will be moved to the pot. It's your turn next, but let me take this opportunity to explain the play screen. This is your player card. That's where you can see how many points you have. The sets you've made are here. You can have up to 3 sets at one time. You can see what you have left in your hand here. The pot is at the top. Any player can use these cards when making a set. The cards remain in the deck as shown in the upper left. When this reaches 0, the game is over. And that's the play screen. Let's return to the game. I believe it's your turn. Try making a set from the cards in the pot and what's in your hand. I didn't do this card game? Oh, okay. Seems like an interesting game. You can make a set with up to 3 cards of the same number. You have 3 aces, so try making a set. But yeah, I thought I would just give everything a try. That's it for your turn. Oh. Probably will actually do it when the actual game is out. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play this one round for this time. I just wanted to kind of see what we had here. By the way, you can also make sets from cards with consecutive numbers on them. But you can only make 1 set per turn. You can make a 2-card set with the 3s or a 3-card set of 2, 3, and 4. Make whichever you prefer. Okay, 2. Well, obviously I would want to do it this way. 2, 5, 9. Remember what I told you about sets. You can make sets from 2 or 3 cards of the same number, or from 3 consecutively numbered cards. But you can only make 1 set per turn. And you can only have up to 3 sets at a time. When you make a 4 set, you'll have to discard one of the sets you already have. That's it for the basic rules. Winifred's turn. Draw 2 cards from the deck. There are no more cards in the deck. That means this is the last turn. Last but not least, let me explain the menu screen. Bring up the menu with the options button. There you can look at the rulebook or decide to abandon the game. Complete a set of 2 or 3 cards of the same number from your hand or the pot, or 3 consecutively numbered cards. You can only have 3 sets. Choose one to get rid of. Well, I think the 3. That's the game. Now then, who is our winner? Coming in at number 2 with 17 points is Game Parlor Reception. Coming in at number 1 with 19 points is Winifred. Will you play cards? Nah, I'm good. Actually, wait a minute. I only did the tutorial. Let me actually play an actual game. Select rules for this game. Cards 1 through 8. Oh, okay. These rules are for a single opponent. Please select begin game or confirm rules. Let's see who will go first. Game Parlor Reception will go first. Yep. Discard until you have 1 card in your hand. Discard cards will be moved to the pot. Probably ought to hold on to the 8. Actually, hang on a minute. Let's get rid of the 8. Oh wait, no, I can only keep 1. Yeah, let's keep the 8 then. Oh shoot, no, I shouldn't have done that. Dang it. 5, 11, 18. That's the game. Now then, who is our winner? $24 points. I thought he had over 30 points. What happened? I mean, I won either way, but still.
Thanks for playing, the boy squeals. He hands over the medicine bottle as promised.
You obtained Dispeller. The following rules are now available for play. New add skills. Okay. You can now select multiplayer game parlor from the title screen. Let's see. I don't think I really need to go to the inn. So let's move on. Leave the area? Yes. While exploring the world and diving deep into dungeons, you will encounter enemies with which you must do battle. Your adventure will be over if everyone in your battle party is KO'd. Should your journey meet an unfortunate end, you can continue from your last save point, so it is in your interest to save often. Select data from the menu screen to save. There is also an autosave feature to periodically keep you covered. That one I meant to do. An enemy appears.
Rout the enemy.
These are gems. You'll need to spend them to use certain skills. You gain 1 gem whenever you take an action, and can store up to 10 at one time. Oh, okay. This icon indicates how many gems the skill costs. You can't use the skill if you don't have enough gems.
Fortune favors the bold.
Winifred leveled up. Learned White Light. Deal attack plus 10 light damage. Berwyn leveled up. Hedwyn leveled up. Learned Zephyr. Add value of roll to attack and deal wind damage. When you're low on HP, open the menu and select Own Cards to use a recovery item, or take a rest at an inn in town. View your cards? I guess so. I don't think I need to heal right now, though. Okay.
Rout the enemy.
Some of your attacks are elemental in nature. The 6 elements are fire, water, bolt, wind, light, and dark. Cards take more damage from elements they are weak to, and less damage from elements they are resistant against. Knowing your enemy's weaknesses and strengths will help you choose which skills to wield to your advantage. She used that on the other one. Oh well. Treasure discovered. Please pick one. Okay, got... Dang, I could use the antidote. Oh well. Okay, now I got an antidote. Let's see. Probably better not head into the forest right now. Well, might have to eventually. Event? Okay.
A bizarre rock appeared. It seems primed to explode.
Roll the dice to see what it becomes after it explodes.
The bizarre rock transformed into an aqua rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
Okay. Select items with the square button. Make sure to use items when you need them. While carrying many items, press L1 or R1 button to scroll. There we go. Ooh, 200 gold. Nice. And Winifred leveled up again. Well, I'm gonna assume everyone did. And he learned full swing. Treasure discovered.
The Fellowship moves westward, only to be unnerved by the sight of a human figure moving through the trees. The presence of large packs suggests a traveler.
How will you hail a traveler? Caught sight of any monsters?
I beg your pardon, but did you catch sight of a monster fleeing west? Winifred inquires. He gives her a puzzled look. There's nothing out there but the sea, he says. That and a cave full of monsters on the opposite shore. I suspect you might find your quarry there. The Fellowship exchange glances and nod as if to say, then that is where we shall go. Alas, they will need a boat to cross the sea. The traveler hoists his packs, suggests the Fellowship speak to the fishermen on the western shore, and takes his leave.
Search the western shore for the fishermen who may grant you safe passage across the sea. An enemy appears. Is there a price on this game yet, Reen? Because not gonna lie, it's kind of interesting. Let's see. $30. Not bad. I'll think about it. Oh, it's weekend's fire, okay. That was a bit overkill. Oh well.
Let's not go there just yet. I haven't quite finished the story section, you see.
Alright. I guess that means that's as far north as I can go. So continue west for now.
And fight.
Okay, can't go that way. Well, I'm trying to go in the forest. Well, where am I supposed to go then? Fine. Let's try this one. Okay, here we go. Trying to stick to going west is what I was doing. Let's see.
Rout the enemy.
Okay, I can't go any further that way. Ah, there we go. Yeah.
The Fellowship comes upon an anchored ship. Close by, a fisherman of exquisite physique hauls a net out of the water, his muscles rippling. This is no time for lustful reverie. Winifred races to his side and asks that he give the Fellowship safe passage aboard the ship. That vessel is cursed, the fisherman mutters, trembling.
Cursed, you say?
Night after night, it leaves port without a soul aboard, headed I know not where. Come morning, it is once again anchored here. This, to the fisherman's mind, is the result of a curse. His head drops into his hands. With but a single dispeller, I am certain I could lift it and sail away.
Well, I've got one.
Winifred hands the despairing fisherman a dispeller and asks again for safe passage to the cave beyond the sea. The fisherman snatches up the concoction, so delighted that his pectoral muscles begin twitching. The Fellowship politely ignores this fact. He opens the bottle and proceeds to douse the ship.
The monsters that await you in the cave are most formidable. Speak with the fisherman when you are ready to part. Translation. Speak to the fisherman when you are ready to make your way to the cave. Translation, probably go back to the town and maybe buy new equipment and some items. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Muscle Man's character story. Alright, let's head back.
A monster appears, to be in pain. Seems the poor thing's been poisoned. You may be able to aid it by administering some antidote.
Will you help it? Sure.
You take pity on the creature and administer some antidote. Healthy once more, it gets up and makes its way to who knows where. Every so often, you catch it looking back at you. But before long, it's out of sight. A monster appears and just stands there, stock still, staring at you. Suddenly it makes a pained face, acting as if it's been poisoned. Aha! This must be the monster you saved with the antidote. It places a medicine bottle at your feet and is gone as quickly as it came. You suppose that's its way of saying thanks.
Well, thank you. Okay. Again.
The bizarre
okay.
rock transformed into a fear rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
Oh, well, I thought it might have been weak against that. My mistake.
Nice work.
learned freeze. Okay. Deal attack plus 4 water damage. Inflict freeze if roll is 5 or greater. Nice.
You make your way to the inn, where you're greeted with a hearty hello by the owner. You're from the Ivory Order, aren't you? Thanks to a royal decree, you're allowed to stay the night for free, and you're not about to refuse such hospitality.
The party's HP is fully restored.
The party leaves the inn feeling rested.
You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked the innkeeper's character story. Yeah, I think that better be all I buy from here. Let's see.
The Fellowship hears a young man arguing with the apothecary. "Make it cheaper," he bellows. As the Fellowship approaches the door to intervene, the young man bursts out of the shop. He storms past Winifred, nearly crashing into her. "Watch where you're going," she shouts after him. But he makes no move to apologize, instead squaring his shoulders and walking off. "What a hateful little man," grumbles the apothecary. Winifred vows to teach him proper manners should they ever meet again. "How may I help you?" the proprietress inquires. The apothecary catches sight of the Fellowship. "Ah, the Ivory Order, to which I owe the prosperity of my humble shop," she says. She gestures to the drawers filled with her wares. "Pray, choose one of my concoctions and take it at no cost. It shall be a token of my thanks to the Order." The Fellowship insists they will pay as any other customer would, and sets about browsing her wares.
Well, still got plenty of those. Probably ought to buy another of these since I used one. Yeah, that'll do. And let's buy one of these.
Will that be all? The proprietress asks.
You've filled the necessary requirements and unlocked Apothecary's character story. Okay, I think I'm done. I think I've got everything I can here. So let's go over to the... Let's go back to the ship now.
Nice work.
Yeah, I'm kind of overkilling now, but oh well. That was a fight for the ages. You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Furball's enemy story. Okay. As these little fluffs mature, their fur grows until it covers their faces. As this is quite the existential threat, they entice other monsters to trim their fur so they can see. These creatures shed rapidly as they age. Upon losing the last of their fur, they cry out the remainder of their bodily fluids, leaving behind a nearly mummified husk. Ugh.
Congrats. Don't hold back.
Edwin leveled up. Okay, just him this time, huh? A perilous dungeon lies ahead. Adventurers are advised to be at least level 7 before entering.
Are you ready to set sail for the cave? The fisherman asks.
I think that's what level I'm at, but let me make sure.
Just let me know when you're ready, he says cheerily.
Yeah, they're level 8, except Hedwin's level 9. But let me save anyway.
Let's shove off then. He beckons you aboard. The Fellowship arrives at the mouth of a dank cave, its damp, rocky expanse threatening to swallow them. Monsters could come pouring out at any moment. The fisherman has anchored the ship in the cove. Come back here when you're ready to return to the mainland, he says.
Move further into the cave.
And fight.
Ooh, a new staff for Winifred looks like. That's my guess anyway. I guess it could be for either one, but I'll give it to her.
Rout the enemy.
Yep, Berwin leveled up. Treasure discovered. Okay. Not sure what the oil pot was for.
Good work.
You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Orc Child's enemy story.
Don't hold back.
Got a curative.
Good work.
Edwin leveled up. Got an antidote. And a simple key. Huh.
You did great.
You fulfilled the necessary requirements and unlocked Skull Soldier's enemy story.
door before you is shut quite tightly. It appears to have a keyhole. The simple key may be of use here.
Will you try inserting the simple key? Yep.
The Fellowship slides the simple key into the keyhole and turns it. The lock opens with a thunk. Don't hold back. That was lucky.
Winifred leveled up. Berwin leveled up. We just in the stairs? Yes.
An iron door towers before you. It has rather conspicuous handles.
What will you do? Choose a card and hold the X button to raise it up ever so slightly. If you hold it just long enough, you might be able to peek at what it contains.
Berwin pulls on the massive handles with all his might. It moves not an inch. Berwin gives the door a roundhouse kick out of pure frustration. As his foot connects, the door trundles to the side. So it was one of those sliding contraptions.
Okay.
Something leaps out at the Fellowship from the darkness. Winifred deftly parries the attack with her staff. Edwin looks fondly at Winifred, only to have his reverie interrupted by Berwin's cry of, "It's coming back." Did great.
Okay, so one weakens fire. I thought it might be, but just light magic.
The Fellowship approaches the chest, only for a voice deep as an earthquake to echo through the cavern. "You shall not have it," a voice growls. The Fellowship warily eyes their surroundings as several somethings leap out of the shadows.
Okay. Okay. Victory. Your party acquired experience and gold.
Winifred neatly steps through the fiend's remains and opens the chest. Inside is what appears for all the world to be an ordinary medicine bottle. At last, the royal treasure is in safe hands once more, Hedwyn sighs. Winifred and Verwyn nod in agreement.
You obtain the royal treasure.
Treasure in hand, the Fellowship exit the cave, exulted.
I want to look around more. Alright, fine.
In time, the Fellowship find themselves before the Queen once more. They offer her the retrieved treasure. As reward for the arduous task of returning our prized possession, I bid you name anything you desire, she proclaims. She is positively beaming and seems prepared to shower the Fellowship with riches, whether they demand them or not. But at that moment, a massive roar, the likes of which had never been heard before, shakes the entire castle. As the roar recedes, one of the royal guard, pale as a sheet, bursts into the royal hall. He struggles to gather his breath. Just now, over the castle, a dragon, he pants to Queen Nilla. A dragon. So the great evil has returned. Queen Nilla turns her gaze to the sky, dumbfounded. So the monster troubles are connected, Edwin says so under his breath, so the Queen does not hear. A profound silence settles over the royal hall. The Fellowship stand tall, unflinching, as though they know what must be done in the face of such a crisis. What will become of the land now that the dragon has returned? I'm afraid that will have to wait. We're all out of time for this portion of the adventure. Don't you worry. We'll continue the tale another time. I look forward to our next session. Until then, I bid you good day. Farewell, friend.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's where it would end. Well, as I said, it's kind of interesting. Thank you for playing. This concludes the Voice of Cards demo. An even bigger world and grander adventure awaits you in the retail version. Wonder how big we're talking. Visit the PlayStation Store? Nah. You can now select multiplayer game parlor from the title screen. Well, that's all of the demo for Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars. As I said, it's actually a pretty interesting game. I don't know if it's one I'll buy right away, but definitely one I'll keep on my mind. So, for the next demo, I'm going to take a short break, but before I do that, for the next demo, let me see, which ones did I have in mind? I had a couple in mind. I had in mind, let me look at what I've got. Hang on a sec. I had, there's Disaster Report 4, but I probably won't play that one. Let's see. There's Immortals Phoenix Rising, and Lengresser 1 and 2, and what was the other one I thought of? Sword Art Online Alicization Licorice. Yeah, I think that was all the demos I had in mind. So if there's one of those three that you would prefer to see, go ahead and let me know right now in the chat room, and I'll go ahead and I'll play whichever one you want to see, or if you don't think you want to see any of them and you just want me to go on to Kingdoms of Amalur, that's an option also. So again, let me know in the chat which one which you would want to, which you guys would rather see. And for those of you who are seeing this on YouTube, this is the end of this demo. And for those of you who will not be coming back after watching this demo, I appreciate everyone that tuned in. And you can see my past streams in my YouTube channel, linked below, and you can also follow my Twitter account, linked below, to be notified when I go live or for other announcements. Anyway, as I said, I'm going to go ahead and take a short break, and anyone that's going to stick around to see more of the stream after this can go ahead and tell me if they want to see any of the demos I named, or if they just want me to play Kingdoms of Amalur. If I see nothing in the chat, I'll probably just go ahead and play Sword Art Online, because I've been kind of wanting to check out that game to see what I think of it. So yeah, I will, like I said, I'll go ahead and take a short break. So I'll be ending the stream for now, and when I get back, I will start with whatever game is decided on, or I'll just go with Sword Art Online. So, the Sword Art Online Alicization Licorice demo. So, I'll see you shortly, and for anyone that doesn't stick around, I hope you have a great night and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care, everyone. And bye, or I'll see you shortly.